Yeah. You put your hair in a little slick.
And then I said, why would I do that and expose my edges
to the world, to the element.
And my well-being.
The elements. Girl.
That's crazy.
Mess.
You know, when I slick my hair back, it just be back. It don't be no slick. It ain't. It's just back. And then it's just like, it's doing whatever it wants.
Say that?
Because it's the truth.
Mine is, when I slick my hair back, it's like, where does the hairline start?
I'm crying.
George Jefferson.
You know
Why
what?
do you look like a founding father? It was so embarrassing because it was a cute event. People were taking pictures of me. I looked back at the picture and said, where's her hair? She bald head.
There's only two choices, George Jefferson or Frederick Douglass. Pick. Choose your fighter.
Because I thought I was giving Tracy Ellis Ross, but no.
It's not giving pattern beauty.
It was not.
I see a pattern. It's despair.
I see a pattern. It's called male pattern baldness.
Gee, please.
Okay, we have to start this podcast.
Hey, everybody. Cool. Are we ready?
They've been rolling, so.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Is Ginger Ale Enough? I am one of your hosts, Naira.
And I'm the other half, Aaron.
Yeah. That was my little tag for you. Aaron. Yeah. Don't. Beautiful. And today, you know, as always, we're always here chopping it up with y'all, talking our stuff, kikiing a little bit. But we're gonna have an unusual amount of kikiing today. So
healthy doses.
Healthy doses. What are we even doing today? What are we doing, Aaron?
We get into some chit chat, some holiday chit chat. We're gonna read some holiday drama from good old Reddit.
Yeah.
And some like user
feedback. Yeah, you know, some of y'all sent us some of y'all stories. So we're also gonna look at some of those too and give our opinions. We have not looked at these ahead of time. So if y'all hear me say something crazy, please, we're extending grace to each other during this holiday season. Because
not my heart.
I can't control my facial expressions.
Hate to say it.
I love to say it. You need to know. You need to know. Mm-hmm.
Honesty.
Yes. Beautiful. Once again, if you don't know what this podcast is, we're on this journey as girls together. We're here learning and growing with each other. Sometimes we have guests on the podcast to come and drop some expertise. And some days it's just us.
Just us, like today.
Exactly.
Yeah, like today.
I'm going to let you pick the first story.
Okay, you guys. Drum roll, please. Okay. This first one is a Reddit. No, this first one is an audience submission. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm ready.
You're ready for my best. It's story time. So get your hot cocoa. Get your blanket.
Okay, I got that.
Get your blanket.
Yeah.
Get cozy. In 2019, I, a 25-year-old female at the time living in Minnesota, had met this guy at a mutual friend's party. During the party, he would not stop talking to me. He seemed like an okay guy, but I wasn't that into him. I ended up giving him my number anyway. He messaged me the next day, asking to go out on a date. Once again, I wasn't really feeling him, but back then I was much more open to dating possibilities, so I said, why not? We went on the date and it was okay. My gut was really telling me that he was not the one for me. I told him I'd think about going on another date with him and I'd get back to him. The next day, I let him know via text that me and my roommate at the time had drafted up because I could not figure out the words, that I just wasn't into him and that I wish him the best. Oh, I get what she's saying. Her friend helped her to draft the text.
Got it. Okay.
Got it. This is when the problem started. Yikes. He kept calling me and texting me throughout the day for weeks, insisting that we should give it a try.
That's crazy.
I was about to give in, but then I learned that the mutual friends whom we had met through had also cut him off. Because he was really annoying. And only ever wanted to do things his way. It's giving big Scorpio man. After hearing that, I was more adamant with myself that he was not the one for me. A little over.
That's a ick. That's like a huge red flag. Like, oh, your friends cut you off too?
Your friends don't want to be friends with you no more?
You know how irritating you have to be? Because I'm a little irritated. Yeah, I'm a little annoying. You know how irritated you have to be to get cut off by your friends? That's crazy.
They hate you.
They don't like you.
No love. Yikes. Okay. A little over a year later, I had made a Hinge profile to start taking dating a bit more serious. I saw that I got a message one day and decided to open it.
Oh, no.
Lo and behold, it was him telling me, this is your chance to tell me why you didn't want to go on a second date with me. That's crazy.
Why don't you give it a rest?
Why would you message me that? How about you just let me go?
That's down bad. Down astronomical.
Astronomical. Talking about why you ain't want to go on a second date with me. Because you're annoying. I immediately showed my roommate and we were both screaming. I didn't know whether to laugh or to be concerned. I left him on red. Yikes. Because one thing about me is when something is done, it is done. And I was not about to open that can of worms again. Last Christmas, I went back home to Colorado to spend time with my family. We went to church on Sunday, and you won't believe who I saw in the second row. He's a stalker.
It sounds like you are getting stalked. You need to be writing this into your restraining order. I hope this is the statement that you put in the official restraining order documents.
When you went and filed that, because why? How you know where my church is?
How did you even find out where my church is at?
Why are you in Colorado?
Have you? What do you? I thought they met in Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
If I heard correctly, I thought it was Minnesota.
Jesus Christ!
And then what?
Okay.
He said.
This time he was with the pastor's daughter. Now we go to an African church, so bringing your boyfriend and girlfriend around is not a light ting. And the fact that the daughter, who'd I'd known for some years growing up, was willing to showcase him with her family meant that they were pretty serious. After service, dude came up to me and greeted me. We kept things cordial. I was genuinely happy for the two of them. But having known the woman as we were growing up, she didn't strike me as one to put up with mess. But I put that aside and went about my day. Fast forward 1 year later. That's crazy that this man is still showing up.
Yeah, we're talking about a timeline. Okay.
I get a Facebook message from him talking about, I've been thinking of you. I was very confused as I thought he was with the pastor's daughter. Yet again, I ignored. A day later, I get a text message. So you don't answer your Facebook messages no more?
No, I don't.
Not from you.
I do not.
From everybody else.
But not from you. Literally anyone. I respond to spam messages, but I won't respond to you.
No. Church boy. His rudeness was beyond me, and I did not have time for whatever trouble he was bringing. He then sent another message. Pastor's daughter, in quotations. We're going to call her Cheryl. Cheryl and I are no longer together. You and I aren't strangers. Let's connect again. What should I do? I'm defaulting to my normal ignore mode, but the way this dude keeps coming back, I feel like something has to change.
What should you do? Call the police. No, I'm joking. Don't call the police. Yeah. I'm not really a fan of the police. Really do
Call
that. Somebody.
Yeah.
Call your siblings. Yeah. Call somebody.
Yeah.
Call the pastor. Where's the pastor?
Call the I think. Okay, what would you do?
Why wasn't he blocked?
Right.
Why wasn't he blocked?
Yeah.
Why wasn't he blocked when he was on a tour day beg to get you back?
Tour day beg to get you back.
Exactly. A tour day begging. Why wasn't he blocked? Like, that's my first question. My second question is, like, you know, I've dealt with dudes who have just not been able to let it go. And some people are like that. They're really, and some people like that. You know, people be on the internet like, oh, I need a dude that's really obsessed with me. And so some dudes think, yeah, you don't want that when you have somebody who's like actually obsessed. It's stressful.
Because I think that people think that way when they're cute. Like, if he's cute, you're like, ooh, obsessed with
and
me.
if you like him, then it's like, yeah, that's not obsession, babe. That's called reciprocating your love.
And you're giving him the benefit of the doubt because he's cute and you like him.
And you want that attention.
He not looking like you like no more.
Yeah, and you don't want that attention.
And you don't want that attention.
Now you are being stalked.
Now it's stalking. But it was always stalking.
That's true. That's true. I feel like if I was in that situation, I wouldn't say anything to him. I wouldn't have even been like, aren't you with the pastor's daughter? I would have just been like, who is this? Literally, who is this? So my advice to you, if you are watching this, is, don't respond.
Yeah.
What would you do?
One of my biggest character flaws is I'm pretty good at ghosting. And so that's like my natural inclination. Like, there wouldn't have been I wouldn't have, like, after the second paragraph, you would have been like, oh, that's the end of the story.
Right.
I just don't, if I'm not interested in you, and even if I am interested in you, and you show your behind to me one too many times, I'm going to ignore. Yeah, I'm going to ignore. But, you know, I'm trying to be in my grown girl era. My heel
Communication.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
Communication. Hey, Patrick. Mm-hmm. I am not interested in having this type of relationship with you anymore.
Peace and love.
Please respect my boundaries and don't message me again in this way.
Yeah,
now,
literally.
If you keep on with that, going to the police station, writing your name down on that paper.
It's on that paper. I'm giving it to the people. To the people. Yeah.
So they can keep you far away from me because you're scary.
Yeah. You know, I had somebody, and if you watch this, that's your fault. You were being embarrassing to yourself. But embarrassing to yourself. But there was someone who, like, I told him, you know, Merry Christmas or Happy New Year or something like that, and he like decided that was a good time to profess his love for me. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, normally people respond, Merry Christmas to you too, right?
He said, me.
He said, all I want for Christmas is you. I said, absolutely not. You are gonna have to check that list twice because I'm not on there. You will get a sack of cold. What are you talking about? I was like, oh, okay, for sure. And I had to, I had my sister fact check this, I had it laid out. I said, just basically what you said, I would not, whoa, wait, hold on.
This is moving too fast.
Slow your roll, yeah. I'm not interested in
that.
Yeah, especially because we already had a conversation about me not being interested. So you still decide to insert yourself, which means you're not respecting my boundaries. So not only are we not going, we're still not, the answer is still no. The answer is still no, but now also you're blocked.
Now also.
Because you don't listen.
You're going to go to my profile and it's going to say no post.
Exactly.
The user does not exist.
Exactly.
But you did that to yourself. You could have watched from a distance.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't have known. But you wanted to bring it back up. Mm-hmm. Make yourself seen. I don't want to see you.
I don't want to see you. I think she already made that clear too.
She did.
Are we on a consensus about this advice?
Yeah, I think.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Okay, cool.
What else we got, girl?
I picked out, I just read the title. Do your mamas and aunties do too much during the holidays?
The answer is
yes.
The answer is yes.
My aunt just called me. Oh, hello, reading. My aunt just called to tell me she wants to cook this Thanksgiving, even though she's had 3 strokes.
Wow.
For sure. First of all, I'm so happy that she's still with us.
No, literally.
Yeah. She tried forcing me to be supportive and say, you can do it. I did not want her blood on my hands, so I didn't say anything. She was going to just order from QVC like last year, but now that her baby sister / my auntie is coming, she wants to go all out. My mom used to be the exact same way during the holidays, but had the nerve to yell at her sister when she acted the same way. They both had / have the same problem. It's like they put their self-worth in being useful over the holidays. The men do no such thing. I don't get it. See, I thought this was going to be like doing too much, like irritating. Not that my mama is irritating, but she come in the kitchen and she taste test everything, tell me I don't know how to put salt and stuff. So I thought she was gonna say doing too much like that.
Got it.
She meant like overextending yourself.
Overextending or overexerting yourself.
Dang.
Yeah, that is rough. Mm-hmm. I think that I'm grateful that the matriarchs in my family are baton passers. So that has never been an issue. Like my grandma stopped doing Thanksgiving cooking ages ago. And my mom took it on, and it's never been like a forcing anybody to stop doing that. Because I also think that it is we have a small family, so there's not a lot. You don't have to do a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do know that there are other families that operate differently. Like the holidays are a huge thing, so you feel like you have to perform in order to, like you said, like in order to
feel useful,
validate, your utility, but.
It's crazy how she also mentioned that like the men do no such thing, because I feel like, I mean, obviously in a lot across cultures, like women are like tasked with or burdened with this idea of like homemaking, right? Yeah. And so the fact that like, it's just really sad that it's like, oh, even though I'm not Not me burping.
Hey.
Even though I'm not, we all do it. No, even though I'm not in like the place physically or health wise to do this, I'm still going to do it because I feel like that is the way that like I am valuable. And the fact that like, man, you can't even, man, my dad had a stroke. You can't even ask that man to wash a dish. You're not doing it. He gonna look at you like,
Do you know
crazy.
I had a stroke?
Yeah, he's like, what? You want me to do what? And granted, you know, he's like, likes to be independent and do his own thing, but like a thing being expected of a man in a household after anything,
wow,
is like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
You want me to die? Just tell me you want me to fall over and die. And it's like, women don't have that same luxury. We got have babies, all type of stuff, and then still like, where the food at?
Which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how to collar a green? You don't. Why is it only women in this kitchen? You know how to bread a corn?
Oh.
You don't know.
You don't know how to bread a corn?
Thank you.
What? Yeah. One thing my mom was, when my mom got married, she put my stepdad to work. Mm-hmm. He the sous chef. Mm-hmm. You cleaning the collard greens, I'll cook them. Mm-hmm. You chopping the onions, I'll put them in the dish. Mm-hmm. You breaking up the cornbread, I'm going to make the dressing out of it. Mm-hmm. So I got to see that, thank God. But I do know that it's like pulling teeth. Mm-hmm. Why y'all don't want to do
anything? You're not hungry?
It's a patriarchy, man.
You don't want to give thanks?
Because if I don't do it, what you gonna eat?
Nothing. So y'all just not gonna do nothing?
And I think that I want to test that. I'm not gonna do
that would be insane.
I'm just not gonna do it. Oh, you don't want to? Okay, let's see.
Okay. I think
bet you help next time.
Panda Express is definitely open.
Go ahead.
On Thanksgiving.
I got food because you know what? I cooked it.
All of the women in the household, maybe that's our advice. All the women in the household needs to just make a single serving of Thanksgiving food for each other.
Yes.
And then just be like,
sorry. Did your hands touch this?
No, you can't touch it. This is a potluck. Yeah, that's very real.
If you don't work, you don't eat.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that just sucks. I hate to see that. I hate to see like, you know, women getting older in the family and being like, if they're like, you know, the only folks you have to help you out are the other women in the family. What happens if like you're outnumbered by men? What happens if certain people don't know how to cook or whatever the case, they're not around? Like, then that means that this thing just is not gonna happen. Like,
yeah, and the hard thing is like working in that binary of like men should, women should, right? Like, and the reality is if I love someone, I want to aid in helping them. So whether it's like for me, like as the daughter, right? Like I'm like, okay, if my mom needs help, I should help. Not because, oh, I'm the woman, so I should be taking on some of these. No, like I think that if you're thinking in the mindset, which is getting back to the holidays, the whole thing is about, the holidays are about community and love. And I think that if that is at the forefront, then I shouldn't have to beg you to help me in the celebration of community. Yeah. That should be a natural thing. But y'all want to, well, she gone, well, they do that. And we, if you turn that girl off right now. Literally. And then we take that, like, and then obviously, like, it seems like the aunt or the mother in the story is like taking that responsibility then and just being like, yeah, it is my job. What do you mean I do have to do this? And it's like, please, let's divorce the idea of that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm over it. Yeah. So period. They do be doing the most, but they do. Not in the way that you thought, because aunties be doing. We don't want about aunties doing the most. You can pick the next one. Okay. Aunties, because now all of a sudden it's where your husband at. Where's yours? Where's yours? Where's my husband? What about yours? I've never seen you with one. Okay. Our next one. Why? This is from Reddit. Why do mothers prefer their sons? My mom, it says mom. Should I read like this? That would be crazy. Probably not. My mom clearly doesn't like me as much as she likes my brothers. She also says rude things about me and says I'm too sensitive. This is getting sad. I do all the housework and cleaning, and yet I receive little love and affection. Not Cinderella. Okay, Cinderella. It's not Cinderella. My dad is nice. Oh. but clearly also prefers my brothers because they have stuff in common, sports, etc. So sports. I'm constantly gaslit by my entire family, and it makes me feel very lonely and like there's something wrong with me. I'm going to start crying. On Christmas, my mom and dad knew exactly what my brothers wanted, but only planned on giving me money. But when I try and talk to them about my hobbies and interests, I get ignored. It's making me grow bitter. Anyone relate? I have 3 brothers and I'm the only girl. I have a twin brother, and even though we're the same age, I have double everyone's responsibilities.
Wow. First of all, this is how people be going no contact. Oh my gosh, why doesn't my daughter talk to me anymore?
Because you're mean.
Because you gave her $7 for Christmas and you bought your son a PlayStation 5. You're lucky she didn't smack you. No, I'm trying.
You're lucky you didn't wake up with no eyebrows.
Literally, you're lucky she didn't nair down the middle of your head with nair, and then take a wax strip and just
permanent part.
Exactly.
Bust down
middle part with a. You're lucky.
That's sick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't want to sound insensitive, but I can't relate. I'm an only child.
Oh.
So
saying you can't, I don't want to sound insensitive, but I can't relate. It was an only child sentence.
Yeah.
It was a super only child sentence to say.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be. Live your truth. But I can't relate.
That sounds deplorable. I'm the apple of my family's eye. Do you get it? They love me.
Well, let me provide some sympathy. You said, well, I am well loved. I am well liked. I'm the only option. So
they have no choice, man.
First of all, I love that for you. And you're really honestly like, because I know people who only want to have one child, and it's for reasons like that, right? They're like, I just want to be able to give this person all of my attention, like this child. That's real.
Now,
my mom pushed out 4 of them.
Did I have to still fight for emotional
support,
attention?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But
physically, got everything I wanted.
Yeah. See,
except love. Just kidding, Mom. I'm playing. I'm just kidding.
Your mom's like, am I nothing? Am I no one to you? Yeah. I have our family dynamic is like flipped from the Redditor, writer, poster person. There's 3 girls and 1 boy, and the boy is the youngest. If you are the youngest boy in an African household, oh my goodness, you might as well be literally like not literally like it is like the chosen one. Granted, like, you know, I don't think it's just like a walk in a park, you know, for every single youngest son or whatever the case is. But I do know that my brother got away with and has continued to get away with things that we could never even dream of. I think that like in life in general, like there's a, you know, like boys will be boys, right? Like, or whatever the case is. There's like this more intense expectation on like women to conduct themselves in a certain way to be able to take on more work, even though it's supposed to be the other way around, because who's providing all that type of stuff? But it goes into those gender roles and those dynamics that we were talking about earlier, right? Like, oh, you know, there's an expectation that like women will, it seems that the things that women are expected to do are things that require more energy and more frequency, right? It's like, oh yeah, you have to mow the lawn, but you only have to mow the lawn once a week, once a month. A cup, like in the summer, but I have to like clean the entire house every day. Like that's not, oh yeah, you take the trash out once every few days. Exactly, but I have to like swab the poop deck every morning. Like that doesn't make any sense. And like luckily for me, you know, like I had other sisters, so like I didn't feel like I was the only one doing certain stuff. And my brother is very like, he wanted to wash dishes for fun, like he wanted to like feel included and stuff like that too. But like, you know, this is so crazy. My dad was like, you know, I wanted a KitchenAid stand mixer. Oh my goodness. The wenching started early. I wanted a KitchenAid stand mixer when I was in high school because I was doing food science. And like my dad was like, you have to get straight A's in order to earn this object.
Period. Wow.
My brother wanted a Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo got switched so fast. it got switched. It was switched in, switched out, up, down, left, right.
That's nuts.
All the buttons, control pads, cases, phones, whatever. I was like,
but you had to earn leisure,
which I never got. I never had the straight A's. He was like, B's? Nope. So.
And your brother just had to exist and he got.
Yeah. And that's.
Wow.
I love that for him. I wish that was, I don't want him to not have that. I want to have also had that. Yes, exactly.
It's not like you want it to be taken away. You want it to be equitable.
I think that it sucks though for the reader, and it's hard to tell somebody like cut your family off or whatever the case is, but everybody doesn't have your best interest in mind, and I think it's like hard, especially around the holiday season, but lean into like your friends and like people who like do care about you, or like maybe aunts and uncles and stuff like that, because if you have tried talking to them and they're not living it, if you've tried talking to them, they're not living, they're not living right, if you try talking to them and they're not listening, you might have to give them a little bit of, for my own safety, I'm distancing myself from you. I love y'all, but when you have no expectations for people who have shown you that they're not worth expecting something from, it saves you from disappointment.
That's rough. That is hard. That's a hard one. I am naturally I like resolution. And so I'm a like communicate to death.
Yeah.
Now I used to, again, serial ghoster. But now I'm like, which sometimes isn't worth it. Like, do I need to keep beating your head with the information that you did something that hurt me, you did something that hurt me, you did something that hurt me until you get it? Or do I let my silence be the
loudest?
Be the thing that calls you to action. I don't know. Yeah, that is, I was just talking to some friends literally last night about this topic with young men, specifically young Black men in the Black family. And then we watched Baby Boy. Oh. Good classic. Just we're talking about how different Black women and Black men are treated in the family dynamic, starting from a young age. And to put my Dr. Umar cap on, the separation of the Black family.
Yeah, exactly.
And the impact that has on us growing into adults. And it's a really real thing. And I think that it goes into so many different facets of our existence and how we get treated as Black women, as in healthcare, in the medical world, like in our needs being heard, in relationships, and then how Black men are in their relationships and in their world and the things that they're going through. And it's just we need to heal from the root is what I'm trying to say here.
Literally.
From the source.
And you know what? It's also making me think about the fact that like I need, moms and dads to realize the way that you treat your daughters, teach your sons how to treat women that are proximate to them. So even though you might, that's my baby boy and that's whatever the case is, and you are making your daughter an afterthought, that is showing your son that women who are proximate to me don't need this type of attention. They don't, whatever the case is, like naturally, subconsciously teaching them that women that are close to them don't, and then they go into the world and want to date other people, and they're not looking for a partner. They look for a second mom. And now all of a sudden they have this expectation, well, you should remember everything about me and what I like to eat and what side of the bed I like to sleep on and all this other type of stuff. And I don't even know when your birthday is. Who are you? What's your middle name? They don't even know who you are.
They don't.
At all, because they're taught like, well, I'm the center of the first people who ever cared for me. I was the center of their world regardless of who else was around me. Yes. So now when I'm dating someone, why am I not the center of your world? Like, why am I not?
And why are you mad that
I don't care about you?
I see you as, again, utility. Like, literally. If you're not useful, if you aren't going back to how everybody what do you bring to the table? And it's a resounding, men want women to bring things to the table that's a maid.
Yeah, you want a maid. You want help.
And I'm a human.
Yeah.
And I think that and again, to your point, like once expressing emotionally in the Black family has to be a thing. Like you need to see your mother express emotionally. You need to see your father express emote in a healthy way, right? And communicate so that you can see that, mom is a human. She's not just my maid. And then you are able to treat other people in the same regard.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, I feel the same way. I literally, let me actually take this before I forget.
I'm screaming. What that is? What you got over there?
That's sea moss gel. And they new too. They got the gummy version. Sea moss gel tastes nasty.
It tastes.
You want some?
Disgusting.
Oh my gosh, these are so good. What flavor are these?
Now what flavor? They're sea moss flavor.
No, they're not.
Berry?
If they were sea moss flavor, I would be like,
Gag.
no, they're mixed. You want some? Oh my goodness, period. Take your vitamins, y'all.
Come on now. Natural sea moss. And you know, sea moss supposed to be good for your immunity.
Yeah, and it's also good for digestion
Not be
too.
sick.
I be sick. I'm one of the girls, one of the girls, but I'm also the, oh my gosh, my tummy hurts girls.
My tummy
For your digestion. I'm telling you. I want to eat more of them, but I know I'm not supposed to eat more of them.
This isn't candy. It's a gummy.
No.
Not about the port.
It's the type that make you remember to take it every single day, though, because you're like, now I get to go.
Is actually good. I'm not
My candy.
Wow.
Why does it smell?
Shout out Black Girl Vitamins.
Period. Make sure you take your sea moss gel.
Wow.
Not be steady smacking a dum 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 dum. Oh my gosh! Wait. And now for the segment of Black Girl Vitamins ASMR. Period. Okay, wait. Let me pick the next question.
So good.
Delicious. This is what 5 gum tastes like. No, I actually have. If you've had the actual like regular sea moss, you know, Black Girl Vitamins has a pill version, and I take that.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But now that's new. They got the gummy version too, and everybody was like, sea moss gel is nasty. I was like, the pill version, you just oink, but they're like, everything else is a gummy. Why this one not a gummy? And then they did it.
And then they did that. They heard the feedback.
Yes, and they say, excuse me, now what?
We got this.
Now what?
Yeah, I was attempting to do sea moss gel often. Again, shout out to Dr. Umar's, the Hoteps was they really got me on the sea moss. But I got my first spoonful and I said, it's gonna have to expire. It's gonna have to expire in this refrigerator. I'm not taking that again.
That's going to waste.
I would rather get sick than to take that again. Are you kidding me? Oh
no, like, and the texture. Lord, literally have mercy.
Even the flavored ones, the flavored gels.
You're like, this is what, puke flavor? Like, what flavor?
Talking about lemon meringue. This tastes like throw up. This is disgusting. But that is good, so
I'm happy.
I'm really grateful. Maybe I can get back on my sea moss.
Exactly, because I would never, if the gel version was all that was,
you'll have to find a better way.
Them C's gonna have to moss another time.
Yeah, because you know what I want to know is who was the first person to try it?
They're like,
Said I'm gonna package this up.
I feel like that about milk.
Ew.
I don't want to talk about it.
I think that somebody put their literal mouth around what do they call it? An udder. And it said, you know what? I'm going to bottle this up. Put it in some cereal. Niggas ain't going to know what happened. That's disgusting, sir. And I want you arrested. Why did you do that? And then they said, even better, we gonna sit it out in the sun, let it
make
rot.
it butter. That's what I was about to say. You know how butter was made?
Cheese.
Someone was writing on. Oh yeah,
that's what I was thinking about. Okay, butter.
Oh no, actually cheese. It's either cheese or butter. And oh my gosh, if I'm wrong, please, like, where'd you get your information from? Just trust me, bro. So they were like riding on camels, and it was really hot, and they were transporting milk. And it was jostling. It was jostling around, bro. And then they got. This is disgusting. Said, but I promise you, G, that's
butter. That is butter.
Found this out recently. Yes, and they like opened it, and it was like congealed, and someone was like, well, we can't let this go to waste. Somebody taste it, and they tasted it, and it was like, oh, this is actually good. Like, it's just a congealed girl. God knew when to make me born, not in the olden days, because we wouldn't have none of this stuff.
Because imagine going to the farmer's market for the first time and somebody got that. You'd be like,
what is that?
What's that yellow stuff? And why are you spreading it on the pita like that? I would be wrecked. I would be wrecked. And my stomach would be wrecked because that'd be the first time I had dairy.
No, literally. And imagine finding out you're lactose intolerant. They're like, which?
Which? That's terrible.
Oh my gosh, no, G.
I'm on my little donkey trying to get my mule trying to get back home.
Every time she eats this lovely gift from the gods, she has to poop. Which?
Is that sulfuric acid coming out of her literal tail?
How does she fart on cue?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Humiliating.
Wait, I gotta take a pause. I need a napkin.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so we had to reset because I just had to get my life together because, oh my goodness, like, what is this? I did not know we was in the Laugh Factory. So This next one is how to navigate all white workplaces during holiday party time.
Sheesh.
Bring your own food and don't take any food home.
And once again, can't relate.
Yeah, that's true. I'd be around the
used to.
black girls.
Yeah, I'll be by myself. So
that's real.
Yeah,
that's real too.
Period.
Yeah, that too. Yes. Hello, beauties. This is a long post. Feel free to skip to the TLDR if you'd like. What does TLDR mean?
Too long, don't read.
Too long, don't read? Too long, don't read. Okay, cool. Or too long, didn't read. Oh, got it. Something like that. Okay, cool. Holiday party at deeply problematic all-white workplace is today. Am completely dreading it and need some advice to survive it. I'm just going to read the whole thing. I'm going to skim through it. I work in a company that is, because I want to know what happened. I work in a company that is exclusively comprised of white middle-aged suburbanites. That was your first problem. These people are also just, specifically the suburbs, it's a combination of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a combination.
Yeah.
These people are also liberals, meaning they think they're in tune with social justice issues. My time working there has been filled with stories many of us share. For example, I wore braids. I don't even want to hear it. I wore braids for a long time. And when I took them out and came to work in my natural fro one day, they stood around me in an actual circle.
Huh? Like I'm an exhibit at the zoo?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro.
They stood around me in a circle. Is this a cipher?
I can't even finish reading. No, you didn't. I would have called HR so fast. See, this is why I gotta get my tissue, bro, because I'm crying again, bro. What, G? It ain't no way.
That is absolutely absurd.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So they stood around me in an actual circle asking questions about it. Another time, the receptionist said to me, I don't mean to always come to you with black things.
Then don't. So.
But I have the funniest story, and then proceeded to tell me about how her poor white boy husband saw a woman in a head wrap the other day and was confused about it, and she had to explain it to him. I have a million stories like this. And I'm telling the lightest ones because I don't want to get riled up. I'm already riled up.
Yeah, we're already riled up.
I'm already riled. That was the lightest one.
The circle,
the cipher, the healing circle. Around.
Can you that's like literally when I think about a nightmare in a movie.
Gee, literally.
You walking into school to work and white people are just around you in a circle, like
talking about your hair, talking about like,
what is that? What is it? That's all you hear.
Oh my gosh, is that I like real? The other ones. Yes, I love you. I like Solange, the bust down middle part. Like literally, bro, the whispering. I literally.
Sick.
It's like an intervention.
Yeah.
It's like an intervention. That's what makes me think of, come here, let us talk to you.
Can I touch it? What is that? What is that?
Oh my gosh, it reminds me of a sheep.
Did they sew it into your hair? Did that hurt?
Did it grow like that? Oh my gosh, you cut your hair? When did you cut your hair?
Yesterday your hair was short, now it's long. What
I thought you were out sick yesterday. How were you getting your hair done if you were sick?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, wow. I couldn't do that. That's literally how it feels, G. This is a workplace murmur, like indiscriminate microaggression. It's like the subtitle would say, like inaudible microaggression.
Yes, inaudible microaggressions.
That's crazy. You're telling me this is the lightest. I'm telling the lightest ones because I don't want to get riled up. I managed to finagle working outside of that office for most of my time, which has been a huge help on my mental health. And I've been applying to other jobs, but our optional Christmas parties today, and I'm absolutely dreading it.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. No, look, the other issue is that our company is doing an adopt a family
Huh? I know what?
It already doesn't sound like great.
Who?
Family drive this year, where everyone donates money and then someone on staff buys clothes and gifts for a needy, it's in quotes, needy family. We are a law firm that works with families a lot. Classically well-intentioned, but tone deaf, because I know they came up with the idea hoping that I would nominate all my clients for the drive. They send all the lower income black clients to me. Another issue for another day. It literally, once again, I hope that this Reddit post is what you put in your statement to send to whoever the authorities are. I hope it was an email to HR.
Yeah.
They haven't asked any of the families if they want to be in the drive. They know nothing about what clothes these kids wear and what kids want or need. And yes, the cultural differences matter, but they otherwise ignore these clients once they've assigned them to me. I've tried so hard to get help on some of my cases, and I can barely get a phone call to schedule with them. But they want me to nominate them so that they can be Emma Stone in The Help / Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side, etc. That's what it was given. I already knew that. You didn't have to tell me that. I already struggle with social anxiety, but this kind of situation makes it go through the roof. How do you ladies get through these events? Do you drink at these parties? I have in the past. Drinking will make me now all of a sudden I have something to tell you, because I didn't have time yesterday, but today now, I got time.
Yeah, I'm a little loose.
I'm loose and I got time. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't suggest drinking.
Yeah.
I would suggest not going.
Quitting.
Yeah, there you go.
I would suggest quitting.
Have you tried
job.
Indeed? I would suggest LinkedIn.
Yeah. It's gotta be over.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that.
What would you do?
As a Black girl who grew up in the suburbs and went to an all-white school and has been in a lot of all-white spaces like a lot of us have, I just start removing myself. Again, back to part 1 of this podcast, I am good at peace. You got one time to make me feel uncomfortable and you won't ever see me again.
You don't have to worry about me no more.
Because one thing I actually will not communicate about is like you being, there's a difference between you actually genuinely being curious and you being malicious. Because sometimes that questioning is malicious because the internet exists. When there's things that white people do that I don't know why they do that, I look it up. Like, why do you bring green bean casserole to Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Do you actually like that?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, why you do that?
What is this?
What's that? What you do that for?
Can you bring me some?
Yeah. How do you do the beans?
Yeah. I'm not gonna ask you that.
I'm not. I'm gonna look it up. And if I don't get the information that I need, then I'm gonna go to my friend.
Yeah.
Who happens to be right. Be like, hey, yo, I was looking this up. I don't get it. Blah blah blah.
What is this?
What is this? I'm not gonna go up to a stranger
that I work with, that I'm supposed to have a professional relationship with,
and ask them about their box braids
like it's a petting zoo. And that's my first issue.
That's my first issue. When Rachel come in with her little crimp hairstyle,
I'm not being like, whoa, can I touch it?
I don't want to.
I don't want to know about your balayage. I'm okay.
Touching somebody's body in any way is like, also hair. People don't wash their hair sometimes, and you want to be in somebody's head. Yeah, you don't know what's in. What? I'm gonna start like acting right, just get to twitching as soon as they get close.
Exactly. Start to, so I got that stuff. You know,
something's
and
wrong.
It's come from my hair.
It's,
when it's too tight, I get a little erratic. So if you get too close, you might get
a little electric current through your body.
Literally. I also think that like, it's so weird to pinpoint microaggressions because that's what they are. They're micro, right? And, you know, people will gaslight you and say like, what? We don't give you all of the Black clients. Jim took a Black client 6 months ago. And Jim has had 11,000 cases on his desk since then.
Right.
And not a single one of them has had a single even drop of melanin in their ancestry test.
One.
Not a nary single nothing. And so, not a drop. And so, but they'll sit there and be like, well, that's not true. Well, that's not true. Well, that's not true. Which is why I think that like the quitting is like very real. Like on this like short term, obviously like this, you know, was posted, you know, whenever it was posted and you said that the party was today. So it's already happened.
Right.
So, but for anybody who else is dealing with this, like in the short term is don't go to the party. All you owe them is the time that you spend at work doing your literal job. And I know that it's very hard for Black women because people, you're not friendly. You just don't really have, we like to adopt a family first mindset at this place. We like to adopt like we have a culture of care here, and you're not coming to a holiday party just doesn't really, so fire me.
Yeah. So
write me a pink slip then.
Yeah, because if I'm being honest, this is not a culture of care.
Exactly. I don't feel cared for, and it's also not my job requirement. You a lawyer? I'm here to lawyer. I'm here to lawyer. That's it.
I'm here to lawyer.
Literally. And that's all. That's all that my job description says. So you don't even owe them anything. That's the first thing. The second thing is get on Indeed. Please get on LinkedIn and find another job, because that's not something that it is not your burden to bear to try to convince them or explain these microaggressions to them. If HR is no help, if they're not listening or being receptive to it, Bye.
Out of there.
Here go my 1 month.
Yeah.
And I'm taking a sabbatical. And I'll catch you on the flip side.
And like wasting your time explaining it is just going to leave you blue in the face. If at the top or at the helm of this practice, nobody actually cares and they're also a part of that cycle, then yeah, you just gonna be talking about microaggressions and be like, well, I don't think that he meant it that way.
Yeah.
HR, help me.
Yes, literally. And if
But HR is really just there to help the business.
They are.
They're not there to help the individuals.
Oh my gosh, we've got
there.
a DEI specialist, diversity, equity, inclusion. It's like they're white.
They're white.
I don't care what you went to school for. You don't have the same experiences as me, and you are not listening to the experiences that I'm sharing. So what now? Where do we go from here?
Yeah.
I also think that it's not normal for people to I also think that it is not normal for like we should not normalize being in workplaces that feel that way. I feel like the fact that like any of us feel like we have to stay places like that, it is not normal. You should not have to work somewhere that makes you feel that way.
Yeah.
You really need to ask yourself, look around.
Yeah.
What's the black people quota in here? What's the
Yeah.
quota? Oh, what is your black human being retention rate? Why ain't no black people working here? Because I got the job, so clearly you hire black people,
Yeah.
but you can't keep them.
In that part.
What's the reason?
Also, another red flag for me is like if it's the only other type of people that are hired here are black people. Like there's just black and white. Where are the Asian humans?
That's true.
Where are the Latino humans?
Yeah, you're just trying to reach a quota. Got it.
Got it. Because I don't see no Southeast Asian humans in here.
And I know there's lawyers that are.
I do.
Yeah.
I know that they exist in this industry. But you're trying to, hit some type of quota for whatever you got going on to keep this business afloat, and it's not going to work on me, baby. I am out of here.
Thank you. Bye. Peace. Goodbye.
Thank you.
I gotta say goodbye. How early do you leave? How do you keep the look of misery off your face? Yeah. You're not even going.
Yeah, you don't go.
How early do you leave what? The grocery store on your way home with a little snack to make for yourself that night?
Yeah.
How early do you leave what?
The movie that you went to instead of going to the party?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to the party.
Yeah. You're not going
For
to.
your safety, emotional safety, don't go to the party.
Literally.
Yeah.
And that's that.
That's that. That's what I got to say on that.
Yeah. Period. I think the last one should be the little comment that we got. End on a nutritional note.
Yeah. All right. This came in from one of our subscribers, readers, fans, somebody that
vitamin takers,
loves
healthy
Black
humans.
Girl vitamins.
Yes.
A health aficionado. I just got back from my doctor and he said whatever I'm doing to keep doing it because my blood work was much better. All levels. I said I've been taking my Black Girls vitamins. He said great because before I was very low with vitamin D, but now due to taking these amazing tasting Black Girl vitamins, I'm not tired and I feel amazing. We all should be taking them.
We all should.
So I started taking my vitamin D.
Yeah.
Thanks to Black Girl vitamins.
Yes. Yeah. It definitely keeps that energy up because I'm such a sleepy girl. I didn't take no nap today. Oh my gosh, can we just have a round of applause for myself? I didn't take a nap today, y'all. I did not take a nap today. And I didn't need to. And
because her energy levels are up. You know why?
Why?
Because you took her vitamin D.
Thank you.
Thanks to who?
Thank you. Black Girl vitamins. Period.
Black Girl vitamins. They know what we need.
Yeah,
and
they
that's
do.
a blessing.
So what did we talk about today? We talked about family dynamics, the patriarchy, cheese,
milk, camels, donkeys,
sea moss gel, and
aunties,
quit your job,
moms,
aunties, uncles,
and quitting your job,
and don't show up to the holiday party, and please do not eat any of the food. Thank you.
It's not going to be worth it.
It's not. And also lactose intolerance being mistaken as witchcraft in the past.
Yes, she's a witch. Yeah, that's a pretty incredible roundup.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, wow.
Who are you?
I am Erin.
Yes.
And who are you?
I am Naira.
And what is this?
This is Ginger Ale Enough? Thank you so much for listening to another episode of this podcast.
Yes.
And we're out. Make sure you take your vitamins.
Take your vitamins.
Take your vitamins. Because ginger ale is not enough.
Time and time again. You gotta keep saying it.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Peace.
Bye.